They actually wrote a number of extremely offensive, dangerous, damaging, derogatory, lookist, sexist, racist comments against me in these letters and so-called outcomes, investigative outcomes. They said she is not aware of her visible differences and her delusions. They actually wrote that. And then, after locking me in a retard ward, which I have every right to call it, because if you're going to detain someone in an environment that is non-conducive to their well-being, I will fucking call you out on it. Bastards, to say the very least. They locked me in a fucking retard ward where I was abused by English people, Nigerian people, these dirtbag fucking racists with big arses and tits on show. And all of them had, like, you know, the fake duck lips, including Claire, Leslie. What was the other one called? They've all got, you know, your standard, bog standard names. They had the audacity to call me hideous. I mean, listen, I am not blind. I can see I'm an unattractive person. But for them to name and shame someone's ugliness is just completely out of order, considering it's a mental health ward. Now, listen, I haven't even been able to start the legal process against the violations committed against me. Why? Because I don't have the money, and I'm not stupid enough to use something like legal aid to try and get justice against this, because I don't want some crappy solicitor who doesn't have any compassion or care towards my case anyway to fuck things up for me even more. So it's not a case that I have given up or let it go or forgiven these people. It's more a case that I don't have the means at the moment, unfortunately, just as I didn't have the means when they took away my limited autonomy last autumn, just after my 29th birthday. Just like they took away my fucking autonomy, my housing, my access to education, my belongings. They seized my devices as though I am some fucking paedophile or criminal or murderer or rapist. In fact, let me tell you, I have watched a number of interactions between the police and other, you know, criminals, let's just put it that way, and the way in which they speak to these people with respect, with dignity, with calmness, makes me want to drag these people out of the McDonald's drive-thrus that I see them going through every day and crush them under a trolley and under a lorry and under any other means that will crush them right to the squish, you know. But unfortunately, as a human being living in a country where there are laws, I'm not allowed to do that. Also, I don't want their blood on my hands. But, you know, the point is, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people in my boat who don't speak out about it, who are scared, silenced, stifled, oppressed, especially those who are ethnic minority, different looking, unattractive. Let me remind you that I'm a menstruating adult woman. I don't fuck around, I don't drink, I don't vape, I don't smoke. I don't take drugs, unlike the people around me who literally flop on the floor every day and night because they are high on some toxic substances that are giving them the highs. I also don't have a sense of smell. So how on earth would I fucking enjoy the highs of this substance that people take? One of the flatmates I used to live with in the accommodation, every single day you could tell she took drugs. She ordered McDonald's every day. She posted images of it. She's a psychotherapist now, by the way, or some kind of counsellor or psychologist or something. I won't name and shame her, but I pray that she'll be exposed, just like she's exposed her actual arse cheeks and vaginal area and everything else on her Instagram photos. Don't ask me how I found those. It's, you know, when you're living in close proximity to people, you tend to find people's social media accounts. So yeah, locked on a retard ward with women who would walk around naked Kathy. She literally had like clear white skin, massive boobs, massive bum, right? Walked around literally butt naked. There's nothing wrong with her, let me tell you. Nothing wrong with this woman. She was just obviously there to take the piss, or a paid actress or something of that sort. And I believe they did it to particularly provoke me. This is what the Greater Manchester Mental Health Team are all about. They're about racism, lookism, sexism, misogyny, hate crime. Look at the fucking state of her. You can't deny she's ugly. She might be 29, but she's got nothing. These people have nothing. There are these black bastard fucking staff who said Indians and Pakistanis have nothing. So they're allowed to fucking make comments against people, but I can't call out their racism, apparently. They dragged people, they drugged people, they left people, they allowed people to smoke. They allowed people to vape. And I mean, there was one fucking retard there who, and let me tell you, I have every fucking right to use this word. When I was younger, one of my half siblings' sons, so technically I'm the auntie, but like younger, if that makes, continuously called me a retard. And now I have little children on buses saying disabled as well. They actually made those noises. So when I told the fucking psychologist Neil Scott that this is the oh, would you like me to name and shame a few more? Emma, the ward manager. Who else? Leslie. Naz. Boomika. Amy. All these fuck ups who clearly are fucked up themselves in order to have to work in a role like that, because let me tell you, I wouldn't do it. You know, unoriginal, like uneducated, uncultured fuckabouts. You know, many of them younger than me, bear in mind. Just like the fucking racist, lookist white cunts at the Bolton police station, who would make comments like, look at the state of her. She just stares at you. Fucking mess. And a number of other things I won't repeat because I have respect. But going back to the retard ward, there was no need for that. No need. If and when I get the authority to inject your arses and your children's arses with these health worsening injections into their thighs, into their butts, into their heads, I will take every fucking opportunity to do so. In fact, I will pay extra money when I get the money to purchase these drugs, these tranquilizers. And I will make sure that the same diseases I have, your children will have 1,000-fold. I will make sure that their lesions will never heal. Just like mine are not healing, I will make sure that the dermatologists will hate them and despise them and speak down to them. I pray that they will shake to no end because of their level of anxiety. Pardon me. I pray that they will be so damaged that they will continuously think about committing suicide, because fucked up people like you and your offspring don't deserve to breathe the same air as good people like me on this planet Earth that the Lord God made. They laughed and they mocked my religious beliefs. They lied and lied and lied, saying that I was delusional. And then, after locking me on a fucking ward, what do? She's got full capacity. She can go and find a house now, leaving me homeless. So that's the story in this fucked up world that seems to be made now for the transvestites and the paedophiles and the criminals and the racists and the lookists and the sexists and the drug dealers and the murderers, but not for good godly people. Fuck you.